he's in, from what I've been told. Gordon's still sick and at home, so he will not play. And Al will be out. Al's going to be out probably a few games just to kind of get this thing feeling a lot better. The exact diagnosis is patellofemoral pain syndrome, which I had to memorize to come in here and say. I tried to do a press release, but I couldn't get it out in time, so they made me memorize it. So, anyways, he's going to be out a little bit, but not too long, and just to strengthen him, get him feeling a lot better. A little bit similar to Morris last year, and make sure that he feels great instead of going back and forth.
It's not that you wouldn't keep him out anyway, an injured player, but this is a little more comforting. You have the kind of depth you have that you can.
Well, we don't have a lot of depth at the 5 if Baines can't play. Baines is going to go through our workout. We'll see, but I'd say that he's at the very best questionable. So. We do not have a lot of depth there, but we have 2 good players, and Daniel and Rob that can fill minutes. But obviously having 3 guys out at that position is pretty unique.
Obviously, you're pretty familiar with the Wizards from the last few years, but if you've looked at the tape the last few games, some with John Wall, some without. How different is that from your perspective if they're going to have him?
Wizards aren't any different against us. We know obviously that we've got to play great to have a chance to win. This is a tough place to play. John is great. Bradley's great. You go through the list, they've all hurt us throughout their careers. You add Jeff Green, who obviously can do a lot of things for them. You play Markieff at the 5 a lot, which puts us in a really tough position because one of those guys has to guard a traditional 4 that really shoots the ball and shoot way higher percentage of his shots or threes this year. So, they've had their moments early on. I'm sure they haven't played as well as they had hoped, but that means nothing when we play against each other.
How does Daniel's passing fit into the offense as compared to a guy like that?
I think they're pretty similar the way they pass the ball. So, we don't change a whole lot of what we do when Dan is at that position. We play a little bit less at the top with some of our other guys, but I think Daniel's ability to make the right read, hit a backdoor cut, catch and shoot if need be up there, I think is all positive.
Kyrie just talked pretty extensively about how he's an offensive leader. He feels like this year embracing that role. Is there any differences or things you're seeing from him? The way he interacts with the team?
No, he's always been good. He's always been good about that. I think the other thing is that when he first came in, I thought he did a great job of just kind of fitting in and making sure that everybody 1 through 15 knows that he's invested in them. That's all you can do from a leadership standpoint. It starts with being authentic. It starts with investing in people, and then you have a chance to go from there. And he's done all that stuff.
What does it mean to have a guy like Kyrie and be essentially the best player in other teams maybe were the best player that doesn't embrace it, doesn't know how to handle it? How does it help you as a coach when the best player is willing to take on that role?
Well, we want all 15 of our guys to take on that role. That is an important part of our whole deal. Is if you're young, if you're old, you bring something authentic to the table, and you're expected to lead. To lead in your own way. Obviously, some voices are going to be stronger than others because just naturally some guys are louder, and then also some guys are just more accomplished. But we want everybody to feel like they have ownership and have a sense of say from a leadership standpoint.